What's up everyone, SpokaneSilverStacker here, and I wanted to show some recent purchases that I got from my LCS and from the coin show I went to. So let's take a look at this stuff. Okay, so we're gonna start right over here with this GSA, and the box is broken on this one, but I've got a 1984 GSA, so there's the paperwork, and let's check this coin out. Check out this Carson City. Let me zoom in on this. Now I got this at a pretty good price, which is why I got another one. I already have a 1984 GSA, and this actually came from an LCS that I go to, so they had a pretty good deal on this and I didn't want to pass it up. I thought this reverse looked pretty good. Pretty clean on this side. So mostly the obverse, you can see some chatter on the face there and in the fields. But overall, I thought it was a pretty decent coin, so I got that at a pretty good deal. So another thing I got from the LCS was some SLQs. So I had mentioned before, whenever they have these in the junk bin, I go ahead and grab the SLQs. I grab the walkers first, any barbers in there, I try to grab that stuff. But I got $3 face, and I actually got one Washington quarter, and so there was no other SLQs, and I grabbed that 1935 to put into my book. So I know I didn't have a 35 in my album, so that one's just gonna fill a spot. And then I just got a couple walkers here, and I always go for the earlier dates or the best condition. So we got a 1918, and I think this one's an S. Then we got a 1936. So I'm thinking on starting an album of walkers. I'm not sure yet. But I might be trying to do that pretty soon. I've always got a few albums going. I like filling stuff. I like completing albums. I'm working on Mercury dimes. I'm working on quarters. And so I'm always keeping my eyes open for more stuff to kind of collect and put into an album to complete. So the rest of this stuff I got from the coin show, and honestly I didn't like some of their prices that they had on some stuff. I was looking at some Morgans. I found a couple deals that I liked, and I kind of networked with a few people, and I might be grabbing some stuff later on, but for the most part a lot of stuff was overpriced, and I was able to find some deals on some bullion, but it's kind of funny, at one booth it would be one price, and I could literally walk across the room and there was a significant difference. I'm talking, you know, $10 more for the same piece I just bought at one booth. But let's look at this stuff, and I'm going to start with these American Silver Eagles. And so these were a pretty good deal. It's not often that some places are able to beat my LCS's prices, but this was a little bit lower than what I was able to get it from, even from my LCS. So I picked up 4 of these, and I'm thinking I might clean this one right here, the 1993, because that's pretty unattractive toning right there. I mean, the reverse looks good, but the obverse here, I just don't like that toning. Kind of the same here. This one I think needs dipped. Yeah, it just doesn't look good on the reverse. Doesn't look good on the obverse. So these two are probably gonna be dipped. I might do a video on that, I'm not sure. But that's something I'm gonna do a little bit later on. And then we got a 1992. Now this one looks good. No issues here. Like I said, they're all at great prices for these that I couldn't pass it up. And they did have different prices for different dates. Obviously, you know, the 1996 is going to be a little bit more. The 1986 was a little bit more. But this one was a 1988, and I thought this one looked pretty good. A little toning at the top, but other than that, there's some mark right here. So overall, pretty good. And then they had some Libertads. And look at these. These are in great condition. And these are both 1983. So I don't have a bunch of Libertads. I do collect the older ones, but I've only got a few. I've got 2 1984s and 2 1985s. And so now I can add 2 1983s to the stack. And good luster, good condition. But yeah, this is one of those coins to where I was able to buy this one at a good price, walk across the room, and it was 10 bucks more. Then next up, we have this generic round. And the rounds weren't, you know, the greatest deal, but they weren't the worst. So these, I think, were 4 bucks over, which is a little more than I'm used to paying, but I don't know. I like this round, so I wanted to get this. And then they had some silver shields. So I was able to pick these up at a pretty good deal. So I got 3 of these. And then I thought these were pretty cool looking. So we've got some Washington silver pieces. This is commemorative George Washington round. Got the 250th anniversary. And so it comes in its original packaging and COA. Let's see, flip it like this. And looks like it's starting to tone up around the edges. And I was able to get 2 of these. And yep, this one's toning up around the edges too. But I thought that was kind of a cool looking piece. I like that it came with the original COA. Well, there we are. This is the stuff that I got from the coin show and from my LCS. What do you guys think of my recent purchases? I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out my video. If you like my video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and have a blessed day.